I'm Marcus Hale, 45. Until last Thursday, I thought my life was neat and boring in the best way. 15 years married to Claire, decent house, steady job, world's greatest husband, mug I never asked for. At 7 p.m., Claire kissed me goodbye, hot. Yoga with the girls, maybe drinks after, and floated out in pricey athleisure. I went back to spreadsheets. At 9:37, the kitchen iPad pinged. It's our shared device, the kind couples buy to feel connected. Claire's smartwatch mirrors to it. A text flashed. Sophia. Can't wait to see you tonight. The girls are thrilled about the fake stripper surprise. Best maid of honor and secret boyfriend ever. The room tilted. Secret boyfriend. I scrolled. The thread was exactly what it sounded like. My wife, maid of honor at Sophia's wedding, celebrating while carrying on with Sophia's secret boyfriend, a guy named David Thornton. Yoga class. My foot. Shock gave way to a cold, clean anger. I opened Claire's laptop. Deleted emails aren't gone if you know where to look. I found months of hotel receipts, photos from work dinners I wasn't at, and a text archive that read like a heist plan. The plan: Claire divorces me, David convinces his fiancée, Sophia, to marry him, or if not, to bankroll him. After a respectable interval, they split their respective spouses and assets, then run off together. They were moving money to hidden accounts to fund the affair and stage the exit. If they could plan this in the open, I could end it in the open. Searched Sophia plus Portland plus engagement and landed on Michael Campbell, 28. Sophia's actual fiancé. Yes, Sophia had a fiancé. David was the side piece. My wife was David's side piece. It was a triangle with an extra corner. I called Michael at 10:30 p.m. Michael, my name's Marcus. Your fiancé's maid of honor is my wife. I have proof. Sophia's been seeing a guy named David who's been using both your money and mine. I can be there in 20 minutes. He let me in. I laid out the receipts, texts, transfers. Watching his face fall was like watching someone age a decade. He called his parents, Robert and Elise, who arrived in 30 minutes. They listened in silence. When I finished, Robert's jaw was granite. We're going to her Bachelorette, now. The crash at 12:30 a.m. The four of us pushed through the door of Bellini's private room. Pink sashes, plastic tiaras, Prosecco towers. In the middle, my wife, radiant in a little black dress I'd never seen, laughing beside Sophia, the bride-to-be. I said, loud enough to silence the room. My wife came to celebrate her lover's Bachelorette party. Claire went sheet white. Sophia's champagne flute shattered on the floor. Michael stepped forward, voice shaking. Hi, Sophia. Remember me? Your fiancé? Who's David? Panic flickered across her face. She tried to talk. Nothing came out. Ladies, I said, this is my wife, Claire. For 8 months, she's been having an affair with David Thornton, the same man Sophia's been sneaking around with behind Michael's back. Gasps, scraping chairs. The oxygen left the room. Sophia tried a denial. I read a text from David to Claire. Can't wait until this wedding is over and we can finally be together. Michael's so naive. He'll never see the divorce coming. Michael made a sound I won't forget. Look me in the eyes and tell me this isn't true, he said to Sophia. Silence. Elise clutched a rosary. Robert spoke like a judge. The wedding is off, Sophia sobbed. Claire tried damage control. Marcus, you're embarrassing yourself. I laughed. I'm not the one billing hotel rooms to client meetings, which is when the door opened and another domino fell. The business partner, Jeffrey Lang, David's business partner, walked in, face gray, suit still perfect. I'd called him an hour earlier after tracing company-paid expenses. Where's David? He asked. Great question, I said. Maybe in one of those Tuesday client meetings at the Marriott, same room, same card, 6 months straight. Jeffrey skimmed his phone. From our books, Roughly $120,000 in fraudulent expenses. Hotels, dinners, consulting fees to shell companies. He looked at Claire. Several shells are in your name. That makes you a co-conspirator. Claire stammered. Jeffrey kept going. His access is cut, cards canceled, lawyers notified. And David, Sophia whispered, bought a one-way ticket to Miami 4 hours ago, Jeffrey said. The room went still again. In 10 minutes, we'd moved from betrayal to embezzlement to flight. Robert turned to his son. We're done here. Michael slid off the engagement ring and set it on the table with a soft, brutal ping. Sell it. Throw it out. Just don't wear it, he said. Sophia asked what she should tell 300 guests. Elise didn't blink. Tell them the truth. Claire finally looked at me, mascara streaked, voice tiny. 15 years, Marcus. That has to count for something. It should, I said. It should count for trust. You spent 8 months using mine as a weapon. I dropped cash for Claire's drinks. I'll be at the Lakeside Inn, the one you and David liked so much. My lawyer will be in touch. And I left. The cleanup divorce moves fast when your ex leaves a paper trail the length of the Oregon Trail. My attorney, Patricia, a steely miracle worker, walked into mediation with binders of receipts, messages, and transfers. The prenup had clear clauses for adultery and financial misconduct. Claire kept an old Honda and what remained in a personal account. I kept the house, retirement, investments, and my self-respect. Then I sold the house. Ghosts don't make good roommates. Jeffrey's firm filed criminal charges. David didn't come back from Miami. Good riddance. Michael and I became unlikely friends. Turns out shared disasters make solid coffee partners. He's dating a nurse, named Sarah, who likes hiking and financial honesty. Revolutionary, I know. Claire moved back to Sacramento with her mother. She emailed me months later. Apologies, explanations, maybe we can try again. I deleted it. Sometimes the strongest answer is silence. 6 months later. Freedom in the mountains. I live in a 2-bedroom cabin an hour outside Portland. Nearest neighbors a 1/4 mile away. Big decisions, front deck or back deck coffee. No HOA, no forced smiles, no shared devices syncing the apocalypse. I do part-time consulting. Without someone bleeding accounts to fund work trips, I discovered how little I need to live well. I fix what breaks, grow a stubborn garden, and hang curtains that match nothing except my mood. The hardest part wasn't losing Claire. It was learning to trust my own judgment again. Betrayal makes you second-guess your eyes, your gut, your history. Here's the lesson I keep. Trust is not stupidity. Being betrayed is their moral failure, not mine. I'll keep trusting until someone earns otherwise. Because living like everyone's a threat isn't living. Sometimes revenge is loud, like crashing a bachelorette party with the bride's fiancé and her parents. Sometimes it's quiet, like drinking coffee on your own porch in a life you built yourself, where every choice is yours. Both taste pretty good.